Are you dealing with Achilles tendon pain, stiffness, weakness, tightness when playing basketball, running, jumping, cutting? In this video, we're going to go over a type of exercise you need to be doing for your rehab to help get rid of this discomfort. My name is Dr. Gabe Ignacio, Doctor of Physical Therapy, board-certified orthopedic clinical specialist, and co-founder of the Basketball Doctors. Comment below if you are dealing with any of this Achilles tendon stiffness, discomfort, and let us know how we can help you. If you do need additional help, we have a great online rehab program. You can do it at the comfort of your home, take it to the gym, all accessible on your smartphone or a desktop. So yeah, like we mentioned in this video, we're going to go over a type of exercise that you need to be doing, and that is eccentric exercises for the Achilles. But first, before we get into that, we want to go over a brief overview of what the anatomy is and what an eccentric exercise is. So to give you a very brief anatomy lesson, so there's three main muscles that compose the Achilles tendon or that calf muscle group. The two main ones are the gastrocnemius, two is the soleus, and then a very small one that really isn't that important but is the plantaris. And all three of these muscles compose of the calf muscle that join together to that Achilles tendon, and that inserts into your heel. So the main difference between the gastrocnemius and the soleus is that the gastroc crosses the knee joint and the soleus muscle does not. So what that means in terms of exercise is that bias the gastrocnemius a little bit more. You want to do heel raises with the knee straight versus the soleus, you want to do them with the knee bent. And there's a little bit of difference in what the tissues are composed of. So gastroc is more known to be more of the explosive muscle versus the soleus is the more endurance muscle. So just so that you know the little difference between the two, because when we show you the exercises, we're going to show you one exercise or a couple exercises for the gastroc and a couple for the soleus. So just want to let you know why we're doing those different ones. And then the difference between the eccentric exercises versus other ones. So just to give you a quick lesson here, muscles are contracting for all of this. So a concentric exercise, we're going to use my elbow here and the bicep as an example. So the bicep does elbow flexion. So a concentric is when it's shortening and while the muscle is contracting. Eccentric is when the muscle is contracting while it's lengthening. So when I have a weight here, when I'm slowly lowering down, that's the eccentric. And then the isometric is when you just hold it at a specific joint angle. So why eccentric exercises are very important as a progression to like later things down the line is that it's really important for the Achilles tendon because it really helps build the tendon capacity, gives you the ability to work on that tendon on its full end ranges of motion. So you can go all the way up into a heel raise and slowly control it all the way back down. And that really challenges your tendon capacity and the muscles in its full range of motion. So you're having that constant weight and pressure through there. And what's also important is that with the eccentric exercise, you can hold a lot more weight versus when you do a concentric exercise. So if you imagine doing a squat, when you say you stack up like 5 plates on a squat rack or something, saying you're able to do that, you can lower that down slowly and then place it down versus like if you try and push that thing back up, you're most likely not going to be able to do it unless you're really trained. So you're able to load your muscles and your tendons more versus doing a concentric exercise. And being able to do that also helps build your muscle. So when you do eccentrics, when you're lengthening the muscle while contracting, you get those micro tears so that it builds up the tendon. If it has like a little bit of degeneration or thickening, it helps break up some of that tissue and then helps it re-heal in a more parallel manner, or like more the way the fiber should be laid down. And then it helps with motor contraction. So you're able to recruit more muscles when you go slow and controlled all the way down. So there's a lot to take in there, but like we mentioned, the main point is to give you some exercise to do. So we'll get into those exercises now. Alright guys, we're going to go over 2 up, 1 down on a step. I'm just using a 25-pound plate to pretty much create a deficit so there's more range of motion for my heel to come down, so greater range of motion to get a little bit more stretch into the calf muscle. So you're going to do this by getting both feet on, My right leg's gonna be my reference. You can go as high as you can on both your feet. Then you're gonna lift up your left leg, put all your weight into your right. Weight to the first 3 toes, and you're gonna go slow as you can, all the way down. If your heel can touch, great. You don't have to go all the way down, but you just wanna get past parallel, and then you're gonna get your other foot back on, up with both. Really squeezing, focusing on that calf. Get as much stretch as you can all the way down, and then put your other one down, other leg down. If you notice like balance is an issue, you could use something with your hands. I'm using the wall here with my left hand just for some support and balance. So we don't want this to be a balance exercise. We want it to be a strength exercise. So up as high as you can, control all the way down, get that good stretch at the bottom.
Alright guys, we're going to go over the Eccentrics single leg calf raise and seated. So here what we're going to do is we're going to use a plate. It's going to be off a deficit. So make sure the ball of your foot is higher than your heel. So you're going to get a good stretch there. And from there, we're going to use a kettlebell, any kind of weight, dumbbell. We're going to go up first in the calf raise, go up as high as you can. Then I'm going to grab the weight, put it on my leg, and slowly bring it all the way down. Then I'm going to take it off, and then I come up as high as I can. Now bring it up and slowly bring it down. So this is the eccentric control. You really want to focus on the slowly controlling. I like to have the weight on my opposite leg, and then I can just kind of carry it back and forth there. So biggest things is keeping the knee bent, going as far down as you can. So going up as high as you can, and then slowly bringing it all the way down.
All right, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those exercises. Try them out. Leave a comment below if you have done those exercises before, if these are completely new and you haven't seen them before. If you need more help, check out our online rehab program. It's in the link in the description below. Like we mentioned before, it can be done at the convenience of your home or at the gym. It's all accessible on your smartphone or desktop. So check it out, let us know your thoughts. If you want to work with us in person or online, leave a comment below or send us an email at info@thebasketballdoctors.com. We are the Basketball Doctors. That's ball for life.